A skydiver falls towards the Earth. Initially, their acceleration is high. Explain why their acceleration decreases as they continue to fall. Do you know the answer? So this is an interesting question. It's one which comes up a lot. You have a skydiver in a plane, and they've just jumped out. Now, initially, the skydiver, when you first leave a floor like the floor of the plane, they're going to have a weight acting downwards only. That's going to be the only force that is acting on their body. Because they haven't started to move downwards, they only have the accelerative force downwards due to weight. As an object speeds up, so as they fall further from the plane, their velocity is going to increase as well. However, that weight is going to stay the same because their mass isn't changing. That force downwards stays the same. But you might have noticed this if you've ever been in a car and you've put your hand out the window. The faster that you are moving against air, the more air resistance and drag that you will feel. What's going to happen is as this skydiver increases in velocity, this air resistance force, this drag force, is going to gradually increase. And so, as they continue to fall, their velocity is going to increase. And as their velocity increases, that force due to air resistance or drag is also going to increase until the point where the top force here is going to equal the bottom force, which means that there is no longer a resultant force. And if there's no resultant force, then the acceleration is going to be 0. So at the very beginning, there's only one force, and that is acting downwards. So there's the largest resultant force. So their acceleration downwards is largest. Then, as they start to fall a little bit further, this force starts to come in and takes a bit of that downwards force away. So the resultant force is still downwards, but just not as large. So the acceleration is still there, but just not as large. And then here, where the two forces are equal to one another, they cancel each other out, and that leaves us with no resultant force and therefore 0 acceleration. And that explains why the acceleration decreases as they continue to fall, because the resultant force leaves, and we're left with no acceleration. If you're in need of more easy revision videos, be sure to follow.